Hello and welcome everybody, my name is Chrono, and today's video is actually one that I've been looking forward to. However, I haven't really had the opportunity to go and do stuff due to scheduling, and I've been busy with a lot of stuff. So, unfortunately, it's taken a minute to get this point, but hey, here we are. But yeah, let's get to it, shall we? You've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail. We're going over more botanical stuff. The succulents. Which are some sort of plant thing, whatever. Now, bear in mind, this video is going to be a bit like the flowers episode, where I was going through all this, like the different species, because they do that, and some of these I have no idea what they are, so I'm going to have to go through the instructions. Luckily for me, they did that, so give me a moment. I'm gonna level with you. These things are actually really cool. I am absolutely jazzed to have these around. These were really, these were bought by my mother. However, I actually enjoyed building these things. So yeah, no, this is a gift to me as well. So let's get into it, shall we? Now, first things first, this thing is set ID number 10309. This was made back in what year? What year were you made? Let me see. Year was made. What year? Tell me the year. It was made in May 2022. Now, this thing apparently goes for around 50 bucks. I'd say wait for a sale, personally, but hey, that's just me. Now, let's see. What do we got here is a really good question, actually. Okay. So we're gonna go with book one, which is this section. So this section, hold on. So the cool thing about this thing, and I'm reading off from the instructions here, unlike other plants in Lego's botanical series, each Lego succulent can be built in its own individual little pot, which can be either connected to or which can be either connected to make a beautiful group of succulents or showcased separately. Which is true. They did actually make that be a thing, because you can see this, you can actually separate them, which is really nice. Meaning, if you want, you can actually separate these things and display them individually. Say, oh hey, I want to have these decorated around the house. You just say, let me put this one over here by the bookcase, this one here by the kitchen, this one by the windowsill. You're good. You know? But yeah, let's see what this section is. Okay. So first things first, we're gonna start with, give me a moment, this one. So this is the orange Echeverina, also known as the Orange Monroe. The succulent boasts adorable rosettes in varying shades of green and orange. So an Orange Monroe. Yeah. It's a really cool little thing, actually. This was the simplest one. It was also one of the easiest to clean, kind of. So there's that. These things will get dusty if they're not being tended to. Full heads up there. what is... Oh, okay. So that's what this is. Hang on a minute. Also, let me Google something real quick. Succulents. What are you exactly? In gardening and botany, a succulent refers to any plant like a cactus, aloe, or jade. Sorry, a jade. I thought those things were rocks. Apparently, they're also plants. With thick, fleshy tissues designed to conserve and store water in arid climates. So essentially, these guys are perfect for going into, well, being put in the desert. That doesn't mean don't water them. For those of you who are dealing with botany, for the love of gods, do not, like, just say, oh, hey, this thing can go without water for a long time, and then proceed to not water it. No, these things do need water. They could just go for a long time without it. Make sure they get water. Don't be stupid. All right, back to it. So this is the aloe plant. You know, your typical aloe vera. Cleopatra applied aloe plant gel to her body as part of her beauty regimen. I guess that's a fun fact, but yeah. Yeah. By the way, I'm reading the notes from the instructions themselves, so that way I can have an idea as to what it is. But occasionally they also provide information regarding the things as well. Oh, leaves leaves made from ice cream cones inspired by hens and chickens. The leaves arranged in a rosette pattern originate from the swirl top of an ice cream cone. I believe they're referring to whatever this is. Give me a moment. This thing, which I will find out what it is. What are you? Hens and chicks. So what is this thing? And you can see the little ice cream thing right there. They actually use that right there in that piece, which is really cool. So hens and chicks plants are called such because they can quickly produce numerous babies. So you're just good at multiplying. So these things are just good at multiplying then, I guess. I guess if you want a bunch of these things, just don't worry about having any trouble making them because they're just really easy to do. Okay. Let's see. What else is there? So that's section 1. Section 2 has the following. So section 2 is this one. We're gonna start off, yeah, hold on. So this thing, they actually were clever with this one. They made it so you can actually store the parts that are now falling out in this thing, so that way you can I not drop these pieces, thank you. You can actually connect these things together in there. These little red peg pieces. So yeah, they have that. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I actually get a name for this one. But this is really nice, considering what it is. If you can tell, this is using like the little... This is using the little hats. These are hats, what they're using for the leaves, which is really clever, considering what they're able to portray. Now, I don't see what this succulent is supposed to be, but I will read out what it has in its little instruction section. There are approximately 10,000 types of succulents that you can grow. The fun Lego succulents are a great way to start your collection. So, do I know what this one is? No. But there are apparently 10,000 different species of these things. So, that's cool. Okay, so this one is the Lavender Echeveria. The lavender varieties of Echeveria have some fun names like Afterglow and Cubic Frost. What would you name yours? Interesting. But yeah, let's get a good look. I love how they use these pieces to get the shape going in here. Building it was a little bit finicky, and you can kind of see in there as to how it's made. But yeah, this is a really nice one. It's gonna be annoying to dust though, for sure. And here, come on. So this is obviously a cactus, but the question is which one? And it says, This is a moon cactus, apparently. The moon cactus glows red because it lacks chlorophyll and must be grafted onto other cacti for it to grow. Wait, what? So this is grafted onto this. And then boom, you have moon cacti. You know, it's been a minute since I've actually seen these things, so yeah, that's news to me. Interesting. And now for book 3. Yeah, they have it books 1, 2, and 3 for these things. They have it separated into different sections. So, first things first, let's start with this one. This one's a simple one, but I like it. It also has a kind of classic vibe to it. Like, I feel like I would have seen this. I mean, unfortunately, these parts right here are new. But at the same time, this thing kind of has like that vibe, that classic vibe. Like, I'd see this in like a Lego Batman game or something like that. Like one of the older ones before. But I think if you were to make another newer version, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw one of these things as well. Or, actually no, perfect place to actually see these things probably would be Lego Jurassic World. 100%. But yeah, this is a ball cactus. Cacti, including the ball cactus, can live up to 10 to 200 years. And we bet the Lego Succulents can beat that record. 200 years. That's, yep. Good. 200 years. Huh. Whoops. No. Dang it. I should not have done that. Really hoping this thing didn't break because I'd be so pissed. Alright. So there's that one. Oh, it's this one. Huh. So the next one is this one. Now this one I do have a bit of problems with. So, and I will elaborate what I mean. But first, this thing is called the Rarsum Leaves. Yeah, apparently that's what this thing's called. The burrow's tail plant with its plump green leaves are made from elements commonly used in Lego sets as dinosaur eggs. So yeah, no, you can tell, like these little parts right here, these are eggs, which is really cool to think about and save. Now, my gripe with this is supposed to be sitting up like this. However, it is actually fallen. Now, that is possibly due to the thing that is a common problem with Lego, is that every now and then some of the connections will be, like the friction thing will like eventually deteriorate, and as a result it's gonna like do stuff like this. But given what it is, and considering the fact that this is a succulent, I'm not surprised at the idea that this would be also happening IRL. So I guess we have a point here for realism, but yeah, this is also annoying to go and clean as well. So yeah, there's that. I will say this as well. Given the fact that these are succulents, actually, no, I'm gonna save that for like the summary. I'm gonna save that note for the summary. Oh, here's the other thing. So burrow's tail, the burrow's tail or the donkey tail is a tropical plant native to Mexico and Central America. Ta-da. There we go. Wait, does that mean I missed one? Let me try again. Nope, I didn't. It just does not want to tell me that then. That's annoying. Ooh, okay, so this one's an interesting one. Now, this last one, right here, is called Knights of the Succulents. The ruby red Echeverria has small pyramid elements at the tips of its leaves that first appeared as detail elements in Lego Nexo Knights sets. That's a throwback. I haven't heard about Nexo Knights in a hot minute. But yeah, red Echeverria. Red is the color of love. Next Valentine's Day, skip the roses and give a Lego red Echeverrias instead. Oh, man. Do they give any other info with this thing? No, that's just it. All right, cool. Let's get into this one. So this is a red Echeverria. Honestly, I think this is one of the coolest ones. Aside from the red aloe plant. But yeah. And look at how they have that set up. You could position it like this, you could do it like so. It really doesn't matter, but it's up to you. Now, again, as I said, they put it, you can organize these any way you want, but for me, I'm actually gonna try something. I'm gonna try and see if I can do what they did here in the, like the little booklet thing. So I'm gonna do it like so, because this will also help me for storage as well too, which is another good thing. So go and do like this. And I will actually get the other pins, just in case. Be careful not to break this. Actually, hang on. Can I do this without that? So I'll get like that. And that one's like that. And you get this connection pin here. And if you want it more sturdy, go. There we go. And get this pin here. Whoops. Dang it. It's not that hard to find though this time. Haha. And then this one. So it goes like so. So it goes like that. This one goes like that. Whoops. And that one goes like that. And then boom. You have them all set up and packed together like so. Fancy that. But yeah, I'd say this is a really cool set. You get a bunch of cool little plants that you can decorate your house with and put on display. And wow, that was a really loud crack and pop there. Man, okay then. So this thing was, again, set ID number 10309. It was made back in the year 2022. And it's still available, mind you, which is the crazy part. Like, you can actually get this thing for like $50, which is... I'm a level with you. I'd say if you were to drop this to maybe 25, I'd say it'd be better. So I would get these things because even I'm looking at this and it's like, yeah, no, this is pretty cool. But yeah, I'd wait for it to be, I'd look for it like at a cheaper price, see if you can find them like that, and then I'd work from there. But yeah. It's a really cool set though. I will say this though, you are going to want to be mindful of these things because dust is going to be your enemy. It is going to be your enemy, for sure. These things were annoying to clean before I did this video, but I did it. But yeah. So, yeah, that's about it for that. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that way you can get uploads, notifications, and be aware when I post for anything I do here. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. If this thing